And I think I'm live now, so hello guys and welcome. We're gonna be making more mistakes today with the robot. Last time, if you remember, we were building the Raspberry kit. Forgive the face cam, it's the crappy one, so the best ever cam is focused on what's important. Anyway, last time we were building this and it took us 2 hours and it shouldn't because of problems. I've not rehearsed this again. I had a quick look at what I'm dealing with, and there was some documentation and some videos online. If I really struggle, I'll get back to it. Now, some of the kit is already assembled, so if you've watched the video when I was doing an unboxing, then you know what it is. If you didn't, then I've been waiting for this. This is a tracked robot with an arm and a camera and a Wi-Fi module, and this is a surprise. It's been sponsored. It's been sponsored by Kuman Tech. There's a logo online on the screen for you guys, and you can go and see interesting robots they've got. So I don't know whether I'm gonna like it or not, because obviously I've not built it yet. So this is the best part of it. We're gonna build it up and see if it works, and etc. Hopefully there will be no problems. Don't know how long that's gonna take, but I guess gonna have about 2 hours to spare, and after that I'll go and tinker offline in my spare time. So I hope you guys gonna enjoy the stream, and I hope we're gonna make it move, at least one of the tracks. That'll be success. So, robots. I always wanted to have a robot. I never had a robot before, and that's my first robot. I never had an RC car, believe me or not. I'm from a poor place. So I never had an RC car, and actually, where is it? This is a helicopter, a tiny one. You can kind of play with it for 5 minutes. He kind of, goes around anywhere. This is my first RC toy, or to be exact, infrared controlled. It's a bit useless. It flies all over the place and I can't manage it. But yeah, that's my first remote control toy, and I got it for birthday a year ago from my friends. So yeah, that's how much experience I've got, and suddenly I have to put up a thing. So this module has been partly assembled. It has a battery attached at the bottom. It's here. Probably there's more space for bigger battery, and we're gonna look into it. Don't know where to look, to be honest, because one of the cameras here and the other one is there, and the chat is there. So if you're gonna say something on the chat, then it might be a moment or two before I see it. So that's a nice tracked robot. It has a solid frame. It's quite big actually, and it's quite heavy. So and it has plenty of mounting space for other things. I've got a full range of sensors here. As you can see on I'm gonna show you real quick. Can I? Like this? Destroyed it. So I've got full shelf of sensors, so we might be adding it. Let me just reposition the camera where it was. Okay, that's good. And right, the robot comes with an arm. So if you watched Aliens, this is almost like a power loader arm, and it's awesome. You can do stuff with it. You can do this. You can close and pick up things, and it has a axis of rotation, and it's mounted in front or at the back, wherever you want, or you can in the top. So you can do stuff, grab things, and I'm really excited about this. Hopefully at some point it will automatically bring me a brew to the bed when I wake up, or just pull, comes around the bed, grabs my duvet and wake me up like that. That would be awesome. Yeah, right. It also comes with a camera, which you can connect and stream from. This is something we're going to be doing as well at some point. And the best part is, at some point I'll give you a control of this all, and you can control the robot and mess about. So that's it. And there's some custom things that we need to add. So in the box we have something like Arduino. I don't think it's an exact Arduino board. Let me just double check with my board. I've not seen my Arduino for a while. Huh? Yeah, it's slightly different. See, this is Arduino Uno, and this is Uno. So it's a slightly different board, but as long as it does the job, I'm happy. and it has a power shield on it, on top of it, so it's some sort of hut that you can connect servos to it, and it operates the motors. And we have a Wi-Fi module, so this is where this is where your Wi-Fi connectivity goes, and it comes with nice antennas. They're quite big, it's awfully powerful, and we can go quite far. I've got a quite beefy router, so I could probably drive around the neighborhood with this. What else do we have? I'll show you a camera. I'll show you a camera. I have this, which is additional driver for the driver board for the power arm, so that goes somewhere on the arm. And I have some spare cables, instruction. There is a CD, and more cables, and some bolt and nuts. So yeah, I think we ready, a little bit ready, or more or less ready. Let me just open up another window, and I'm gonna bring instructions on, just in, actually I did the same as, let me just double check because I've got instructions and they sadly half in Chinese. Fortunately my wife can speak Chinese, so that's not a problem. But there are some English instructions, and a lot of things has been described here, so it's not the greatest translation, I have to give it that. But I think it should be sufficient. So at least we don't have to connect the servos. The servos has been assembled, so we're not going to make any mistakes there. We're just going to connect everything, screw it into the base. There are a few different models. Kuman offers tracked ones with wheels, without the arm, and 3-wheel one. So you can have a look on the website. I got mine through Amazon, but you can have a look on the website, and they've got loads of different robots available. So hopefully, if that works well, then yeah, they're gonna get more customers, because robots are interesting. I always wanted to have one. So let's start with the obvious. That's the power shield goes on top, and there's only one way to do it, which is this way. Slot that in the correct holes. There are 2 pins missing here, so basically they're not in use, but from this side it aligns well. So we've got that. Excellent. So that's the side. There's some stands off, and this one, where that goes somewhere at the back, I guess. So that's the front. This is the back. So let's kind of position stuff a little bit. So that goes somewhere here, like this. We need to ground this, because obviously it's touching the metal. And that can go somewhere here, or whatever. Now the arm is gonna go in the front. So if we're gonna put the arm, let's see what the way it falls this way. So we could screw this off the center instead of putting it on the center. We could put it off the center like this. Can you see it in the camera? Yeah. So then we can attach the camera. The camera moves as well on 2 axes. So we can attach the camera either here, because it's you can bend it forward like this, or you can move it side to side. So that way we could kind of look what we're reaching and not obstruct the view while driving. And then we can move 100 degrees left and right. I think this is a good setup for this. Yeah. So. Yeah, I guess let's get a screwdriver and start mounting things. So clearly there's a battery here which is gonna obstruct access a little bit, but I think we can make it. If any problems, we can always screw the sides in here. So that's gonna go here. On this side, I'm gonna do this side. So yeah, how you doing, guys? By the way, I hope you're alright. Life in UK today is a bit pants. You probably read about it. So yeah, that sucks. I'm actually going to Manchester tomorrow for work. So that's gonna be a bit enjoyable experience. But yeah, let's do something positive with our time. Where's my screwdriver set? There's a screwdriver set, and we need some screws to attach it, and some stands off. So let's just take stuff out and see what's going on. So there's plenty of different legs. I wonder if I can actually put the, I'd like to put the board underneath it, but I think for the purpose of this build I'm gonna put it on top so you could all see connections quite clearly, and that way you know what you should see. And then maybe once I kind of practice and see what's what and what the spaces are like, I'll try to hide the boards somewhere underneath it, so I don't know, some extra stuff could be attached in here. Already thinking I might use another servo for the arm at some point, but let's not go ahead of ourselves. Right, what screws do we need for this? Something probably, that looks like a tiny screw, but let's see if I can. So let me get them out without losing any of them, because it looks like we have more than we need, but you never know with these. So they seems to be the same size. So let's take 2 nuts, and this have 3 rails, and what we have. How many rails do we have? We're gonna go in the middle. Yeah, I think we're gonna just go in the middle, and that should be okay. And then we can go up and down. So basically we're gonna use these 4 here to secure it. And if you really want it, it's gonna be very easy just to move up and down. And if I can get screws through here, then I can use. It's gonna be the other way around, but it's better. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna use this one, this one, this one, and this one. Sorted, and we're gonna use 4. So let me pick 4, and let's start the assembly. So can I actually access this? Because I think if I unscrew this, it's gonna be much easier. Let me do that. If I unscrew the bracket for the servo, then I can do it this and then mount the bracket again. I think that's a good idea. At least I hope. So I need to pop that one out. It's not that easy actually. Keep the screws separate. And I'm gonna mount the arm. And hopefully with this arm we're gonna go and hunt some aliens. And we need a bigger end for this one. Just try to get a second screwdriver, maybe. Definitely put the camera a little bit too close to my shelf with tools. Gonna move it back to in a second, just don't worry guys. Can you see it? Not yet. Now you can see it. Okay, because this screwdriver, it's good to have 2 screwdrivers, and this one has a bigger ends. It's going to be easier. You don't have to swap them constantly. So, yeah, I'm just going to unscrew this one and release the servo, and we're going to quickly mount the plate and then put the servo back where it was. The servo looks quite powerful. I haven't got a clue about the specification of it. But it looks strong enough, so that goes here. I'm not sure if you can align it up and down. You can definitely do the 3 of them, so let's do for 3 points of contact. I think that should be sufficient. So I'm going to put the screws from the top and the nuts from the bottom, so I could screw them in rather than playing with the nuts. So these 2 and these ones here. So they go like this and like that, and they're gonna go on the rail. I move them to the side as far as I can, and now start to thread the nuts. Oh, it's going to be very hard. Can I? There's a wheel obstructing this nut, so. But if I unscrew this a little bit, I would be able to twist it. I think that would be ideal. Right, so another job in here, which is gonna allow us to access this a little bit better. So let's unscrew this bolt and not lose it. Almost there. Come on. One. The other side, and we're going to bend this a little bit, and that should save us the time and the hassle, really. If anything, I can play with bolts and nuts because I've used to fix bicycles, so at least I know my way around tools. Come on, a little bit more. Good. There's some nuts obstructing this, but we managed to squeeze that through. So let's fix our bracket now. Don't go anywhere, don't go anywhere, don't go anywhere. Come on. Be a good robot. Not issued any commands for you to hurt anyone yet, especially me, so be a good robot. I really hope it comes programmed with the, the famous 3 laws of robots in regards to relationship with masters. Otherwise, I'm a bit screwed, and I don't know why to be in that position. Come on, bolt. It's a really tough angle. Okay, we've got these two, and the last one in the middle on the top, and that should give us enough of a mount so it wouldn't move, and we can actually lift something without our arm being a nuisance. Come on, can I? Okay, that went through. So secure this bolt as well. I wonder how fast it is. It's one of the fun things about it. I don't know nothing about it, and can I just like mash? I won't be able to get an angle for it, so that's fine. I've got pliers. I have pliers somewhere, probably in my toolbox again, and I need to move the camera to get there, of course. Everything falls apart. Okay, and realign the camera again. Camera realigned. And we can do this now. So small screwdriver and reattach it. So who has played with robots yet? Have you played with any robots? If you have, just put in the chat. I want to know what you were playing with, or have you modded anything? I think that getting your robots built, even if it's just a simple assemble kit, it's fun because you learn how to do it, and then at some point you can start to build your own stuff, especially if you've got access to 3D printer, which I'm gonna have in the summer, yay! And yeah, but it's still fun, even if it's just partially assembled. We probably need to tip it over, so remove this, tip it to the side. And there's this bolt, we need to fit it back in. Add the nuts at the bottom, and we are sorted. Can I reach it from here? Ooh, that's tight. Something tells me I'm gonna drop it. I don't have a reach for that. I have a tweezers somewhere. There. Okay, have some tweezers. The cosmetic tweezers, but hey, my wife find out that I've got them, I'll be a dead man. Telling you guys. Never steal anything from your wife. That ends badly, usually. So let me put this one up. I need a bigger screwdriver. don't have enough grip with these tweezers. Where's my pliers? Pliers, it is. I have a little bit more grip. Come on, don't move around. We can do this. We can do this, is it? Oh, come on. See, that's the beauty of working with nuts and bolts. Something so simple can become so tedious. You don't move. I think we have it this time. No, we don't. God damn it. Right, it's so hot in here actually. The sun is on this side, and that's why my camera is constantly overexposed. And I use the shades as well just to diffuse it, and it still doesn't work. I should open the window, but it's a little bit loud. Right, can I do it in a clever way? Probably not. I really don't have an angle on this. Any ideas, guys? Alright, Daniel, I'm gonna see you later then. I'm gonna upload the stream as soon as it's finished. It's not going to be that interesting for you guys, because you know how it's like with tinkering. I have fun. You just watching here and kind of wish it was me at the moment. Unless you've got more cooler robots than I wish to be you guys. You know what? I'm just gonna make a quick test, because I did it twice and I can't believe I'm so flimsy. Just gonna see if my nut matches it, because it might be me just playing. No, it's alright. You know what? Yeah, okay. Get in. Okay. One more try. I promise I'm gonna do it this time. Hey guys, it worked. See? I promised you it would, so yay. Now I can do it with the finger. I was so excited about this robot because it's supposed to come. Well, Amazon order said it's gonna be June 18, and it was just dispatched. And today a postman came and said like, no, and gave me this big parcel, and I was just like, no, it can't be. Really, it can't be. And then I've opened it, and it was. So instead of taking it out, I went upstairs, cleaned my desk a little bit, and decided to do unboxing, because why not? I don't know if any of you watch unboxing videos, but sometimes I do, if it's something interesting. I follow a few guys online that do like IoT and just tinkering, and they have like a mail orders going through, and they opening and explaining what they want to do with it. So I kind of enjoying it. Right, this one should go a little bit better, I think. Well, yeah, it went through, guys. We are in business, so no more stalling you with a single bolt, because otherwise I'll have to change the name of the live stream into we are trying to tighten up the bolt for entire 2 hours, and that would be incredibly boring. Whew. Right, I'm actually a little bit upset that this is my last day off, and then I have to oh, I need to set this, and then I have to go to work, which is pants. Ooh, this is stiff. So I need to make sure that this is set to one angle, so this is maximum up. I don't think I can trust it, turn it anymore. So it's gonna go here, and then we're gonna secure it with these sharp bolts, which are here. So that will pretty much tell. Did I catch it? Somewhere. It is here. I'll tell you how much it can go around, and I want it to get up a little bit. So let's secure this. Align the holes. Am I doing the correct hole? Can't see it properly. Probably. I'm gonna turn it on the side like this, and you're gonna see what I'm doing. So that these two are used in here. Got a notification. Just update. Okay, and before I'm gonna tighten up, I'm gonna put the second one in and the third one to kind of keep it straight, and then secure it in place. So let's twist it on the other side. Did I just messed up? Oh no, it just goes as a, oh, okay, it's in like a pressure screw, okay. I get you now. That's just like a tiny bearing that holds against the engine or the bracket. So that's alright, all you have to do is just to tighten that up. And let's check the motion of an arm, so we would know how far it can reach. So it turns out we did it completely the other way around. We need to unwind the engine other way around. You see, yay! So the engine has to, because it's set to rotate on all this way, and I should have set it to the opposite angle. So this is in the lowest position, so I need to turn it 180 degrees. I have a part list. Well, I mean, it's not exactly a part list. It's kind of like a, you know, it's this rotation. It's just a list what's in the box, so you don't give you a specific, like a part numbers to order separately. But I can compose something like that. I'm sure I'm gonna be writing a write-up about constructing this beast and some more information. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely supply that for you guys, so you could see what I'm working with it. But briefly, I'm gonna mention, as I did in before, it has tracks and 2 engines connected to the track. Then it has a servo arm, which is a 4-axis arm with 4 servos. 4 servos, and then there is a Wi-Fi cam and the Wi-Fi module. It uses Arduino kind of Uno board. It's not original one, but it's similar. And then it has a hat for the motors. Right, and we should have this attached and working. Oh, look at that! Definitely, I'm ready to go and kill some aliens with this. It's like honestly, the second robot I'd like to have is a power loader from aliens. Imagine having this, even not like a full size, just having a small model that you can, you know, walk around with and use the power arms, and that would be awesome. Okay. I have this feeling that this should go a bit more gold. Okay. Yeah. So this is in position now. Great. So everything can rotate. 180 this way, 180 this way. It stops here. It's still okay. You can go like that. Move like this. And we can excellent. Right, next up, I don't know, maybe camera. Let's put the camera. Now, I've played with the servo before because that wasn't connected correctly. So I wanted the camera to go here. And in order to do this, camera needs to move 180 degrees left and right. But it was just doing 90 degrees in one way. So that's the range of movement I wanted to have. And when facing front, I want the camera to do this. So we could look at what we're holding or where we're gonna hold. Now the view is gonna be slightly obstructed from this position because of this. But I think if we're gonna reach out in here, it's gonna be reasonable. Because I was considering maybe moving it here, but then you see there is a problem when it's obstructed, and obviously this is not what I want. So we're gonna mount it on the top here. Then I think the view is gonna be better from here. So we need 4 bolts and 4 thumb screws. It should be better because the access is much better from it. So just gonna move it a little bit closer to me. Gonna do it the other side, and I can use my other hand. Now, if I mumble, it means I have got a screw in my mouth. So, guys, like I said, anyone played with the robots before? Any robots? I'd be curious who like to play with robots. I think it's a cool thing to do. Okay, next one. And that goes underneath it. And let's get the screwdriver ready. And to feel that bolt. Right, I've got a text message. Alright, so my stream's gonna end at 19:30 because I have to go and pick up my wife. She's supposed to be out all night, but she's coming back today. Therefore, this is the end of the stream in about an hour. So by that time, we should have a majority of our robot constructed, and maybe even, you know, it will be powered up and it will do something. Don't know. It's not many things left really. It's just attaching the boards and turning it on and seeing what's preloaded. Unless I'm gonna struggle like this, then it will take ages. Okay, next one. Come on. You can do it. See, this is why you need kids. They have better fingers for that. They can reach in all the places. Me and my old fingers are just useless sometimes. Okay. Camera is sort of in place. It's a bit wobbly. Oh, it's a little bit too late for attaching the servo correctly. And let's put the last one. Last one looks like it's going to be tricky with access. Probably need to put it on the side. So let's put it on the side. Let's thread this one in and try to attach the knot. There. Lost the knot. Come on. Probably I'm obstructing the entire view, but it's the only way I can do it. Come on, come back. Right, almost there. And it's in. Excellent. Come back here. Come back here, you're a robot. You're gonna live soon. Alright, the camera's there. Now, what else on the line? I think we're gonna start with the boards. Let me just quickly send a message that I'm gonna be on time. Done. So, we have this. We probably need some legs to put it on the... We have a lot of ones, and we have this. So, probably I should look into the manual at this point. And... come on. And see, so this needs to be somewhere at the back, because that has an antenna, so I can put it, maybe that's not the greatest place. Let me see where it's in the instructions, make it easy. So we have this, we've done this. So that shows you on the car, that's no use. Okay, that shows you on... Alright, so that goes underneath it, the module, as you can see here. The module, the Wi-Fi module goes underneath it, and the Arduino goes from the top here. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's try to find the correct alignment. So we need these standoffs, like this, and to secure them we need to remove the hat. And because that's going to be ridiculous, I'm just going to swap it with this ones, because they're shorter here. Of course I've lost it. Come on, robot, make me some space. I could work on the camera. So these are shorter ones, then like that's the difference. And I want the shorter ones to be on top and the longest ones at the bottom. So I just need to swap them. Really quick. Done. There is an application on phone that you can use to steer. I can actually show you guys as well while you're here. So this is the app. It will tell me there is no robot, but you can actually like move, and you're gonna have a view from the camera here, and there's some extra things. And there's an application on the computer as well that you can use. And this application kind of lets you control the robot with, you know, the first person or like a racing game controllers from the keyboard, which is quite awesome, I think. Okay, so that's done, and we're gonna mount them on here. That's the hat. We're gonna mount them on here. So one, two, three, number 4, and yay! Almost last one. I also got a text message from Mum, which just should quickly look in just to make sure everything's alright. Let me just check that while my fingers are messy. So go back. Okay, done. Sorry for that, guys. And we're gonna put the last standoff, and we're gonna mount this. Come on. Ah, Done. So that goes here, and I think this screws like this to the bottom. No. Yeah, with the screws. So basically what we're taking these and we're screwing that in, and then we're screwing that to the bottom like that. So which direction they should suggest this to go? Let's look at the instructions. It looks like that should go It looks like the power cable should go at the back, but I'm not 100% sure just yet. But I think that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put it to the back, yeah. Okay. So if I'm gonna do this and do that, how are you gonna screw this in then? You're gonna screw this as a last, okay. So let's align this and let's screw that in. I'm just trying to find the rail for this. Okay, this is hard. Can't do like this. This one have two legs not aligned. Even like this has three legs not, one leg not aligned. How am I supposed to put that in? Okay, you know what? Let's check the instruction again. So it doesn't really tell you. Not from this. There is online version as well, which I'm gonna look up in a moment if I struggle to connect this. But it does, since it doesn't tell you where exactly you should go, I just kind of wing it and hope for the best. So that goes this way. Right. Move it to the middle, but it's not going to solve any issues really. From this side it doesn't solve any issues either. Yeah, no, yeah. Okay, how far it should be, because this one's connected. Where we connect this one? The bottom part should be sticking out, so it has to be on this rail here. We can arrange 3. Okay, these 4. Okay, so we're gonna do them first. So that goes like this. We're just gonna do it really quickly. At least the bottom aligns properly, so there shouldn't be any problems. So let's put the standards off. Standards. Looks like I have few spare ones, unless the bendy one, the L-shaped one, needs one as well. Is the light okay? Yeah, I don't need a separate light yet, but I can open the curtain now a little bit and let some light in, because I think the sun is not so bright anymore, and you'll get to see it as well. Brilliant. So what I'm planning to do with it is basically learn how to do it, then let you guys drive it. So my camera's overexposing. Screw this. The more important camera is on the robot. And the last bit is here, and we can secure it to the board. Oh, someone's very persistent on... I think it's a Slack. Right, and let's get that underneath. And that gets slotted on these rails here. Yeah. You know why I'm supposed to be using the small standoffs, not the big ones? Because otherwise I cannot fit it underneath it. And yeah, that's why. Guess what I'm gonna do next? Next I'm gonna swap the standoffs. Because I'm a bit of a... Always read the instructions. So that's why they've got shorter ones, and the short one will gonna fit there without any problems. God damn it. So, hello, you come back. Like this. Do this one again. See, if someone told you robotics is easy, don't trust them. It's not. But it's fun. Actually, personally, I find it very relaxing to do stuff like that, to tinker around, fix stuff. The other day, I don't know if you've seen it, I've modded my keyboard. It has now, because it was missing 11 LEDs in total, and it really bothered me, even though keyboard worked fine. So instead of replacing them all in the same color, I've added, not really that camera, just does my heading, like that. Still, I need a better webcam, second webcam. Of course, robotics is easy, says who? Says Droid. Robotics ain't easy. So yeah, I've replaced the LEDs and I put some custom LEDs, custom colors on it, and I have nice zones, like on the keyboard. You can't see it, maybe I'll show you. So you can see different kind of colors there, and maybe a little bit, excuse me. So yeah, I did that, so it took me about 2 hours to play around with the LEDs, and yeah, everything worked, and every single LED on my keyboard now is working. And I have a green, red, orange, white and blue on my keyboard, which is nice and beautiful, I shall say. You know what, I think I'm gonna open the window because it is terribly hot in here. I don't know whether it's my PC. I swear to God, this PC can heat up the entire room during the winter time. All you need to do is just launch a game, maybe Arma 3 or something, and it has no mercy. But I don't know why it's struggling with streaming. It shouldn't really, but... And the last one, I know I said that before and I had to change it, but hey. Come on. Come on, do it! Right, now we can screw it. We can screw it to the board, so let's do it real quick. I need a screwdriver and a few screws. So these are these screws. Okay, so let's just secure one a little bit. And then we align the rest. Excellent. Well, that goes quick. Now we need to align it in here. Brilliant. And the last... why the last one is... I've checked it. Did I check it on a different rail? Yeah, I've checked it on the different rails. This is one two rails. Okay. That's aligned now. Okay, now we can screw that in and secure it in place. So you see, robots making robots. It's not going to happen anytime soon. It requires still quite a bit of a dexterity. Even to put the simplest of the robots. Ah, that's so firm. Now, I know this is not advisable right now, but I'm gonna do it anyway, just gonna for tricks and for kicks and for shits and giggles. So what you do with antennas is just you screw them into a terminal, and I have 2 of them. And yeah, you turn your robot into a mobile, what's it called? Router, and you'll never run out of range because it's gonna follow you. Okay, I'm not going to put the second one because it's gonna be in the way anyway. I just wanted to see if it. Yeah, it's gonna be like that. Because here, hold on, camera. Just the camera look better. Got beautiful view of my crotch and the robot. So it's gonna be here. There's 2 of them. So that's the second one goes next to it, like that. Then yeah, you've got yourself a moving router. So that's not going to be used at the moment. Let's see if we have access to the USB cable goes here. I hope I'm gonna fit it, and it looks like this cable. So there is some cabling, guys, but before we do that, let's just put the stands on these. I have a feeling I've done that already. So, yeah, of course I did, with the smaller legs. Come on, make it equal. Make it even. Oh, like this. Okay. Great. Encoding change, so processing power. Yeah, but I have a massive processor. If I can run Arma 3 on full detail, my PC shouldn't really complain about encoding. Anyway, like I said, it's a good heater at winter time. It's not very cold in Britain. It's about, what, 2 degrees plus. And that's Celsius, not Fahrenheit, guys. Don't know how much it is in Fahrenheit. You do the math. A funny thing, I recently watched a video about the units of stuff, and apparently US is metric. I know you've got all the imperial things and stuff, but how they do it, they have the original unit, the default, like kilogram and the meter and stuff like that. They have these in metrics, and then they convert it into the imperials, which I didn't know. I thought they're gonna have like the official measurements probably done in imperial units. Oh, come on. Can't align this properly, this one. Oh, now it's here. So yeah, that's what I've learned on the video. So in order to convert stuff in US into the metric, you have to convert metric into the imperial, and then you do another conversion, which is batshit crazy, if you're asking me. So we need this in a reasonable spot, which would be somewhere here. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna just use 2 screws to kind of mount it. And I screw myself over with this one, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, bollocks. Can I do here? It's not going to be helpful, isn't it? No. Maybe open this. Okay, let's see if I can do it. That's gonna require some dexterity. Okay, I'm doing it all the way around, but wow. You know what? Made a kind of tactical error. Not going to get an angle to screw that in, isn't it? No, not a chance. Oh God. Can I just like connect something so it would work, it would move? What is it? Where that goes? It looks like this would be going somewhere here, maybe like this. I don't know. Yeah, I think this one's going like this because everything suits here. Okay. Excellent. Yeah, so this one goes, the L1 shaped goes on the top of the hat. Like that. I have access to all terminals, yes. So I can put it in without cables, looks like it. And there is a button in here to turn it off and on. And there is a button in here to do the same. And that goes on top. Jesus, this is a massive sandwich, this. So I'm not going to do this until I attach this one. Really need to find a place to attach it properly. Because that would be nice, but I won't be able to do it from this side. Poor planning, that's what it is, poor management. If I unscrew this and do it the other way around, that should work. Is it just me, or this is your workflow as well? You just a trial and error everything, and if it works, then it works. If it doesn't, then start again. Because I really hope it's not just me. So if you're gonna use the screw, put the screw first into here. Then we can secure the stand up. Easier. Simple. Good plan. Now, I guess I can try the same thing with this. And then we'll worry. Right, guys? Alright. Nice and easy. Now this is a screw flying somewhere. Yeah. I need a magnetic tray. One day I'll get one. And that should go. Of course I should have tested the distance first. Okay, like this. And put the nuts. Where that came from. Be gentle, do not bend anything on the PCB, because that will be horrible. Okay. Now I won't be able to secure this one because it has a hole next to the pins. Yeah, it's no way. Okay, I'll leave it like this. Yeah, looks firm enough. Now let's add this one. Are we going to obstruct anything that we need to access? I don't think so. So we can plug this in and we can start connecting this baby. Right. Excellent. So let's look at instructions. Always read the instructions. Find the page where it says which connects to what. I've seen it somewhere in the beginning. There is some diagrams. See? I think that should tell us all, hopefully. So there are some cables. So we've got USB to micro USB cable. And that looks like it goes from Arduino to Wi-Fi module, it looks like. The Wi-Fi module had a Wi. Okay, that's gonna be complicated, guys, because okay, let's see what cables we've got. We have one for internet. That's an internet kind of extension. That's probably doesn't apply to us. That looks like for programming for Arduino, so I don't think that applies to us. This is a power cable, so we're gonna mount it last because it's a battery. And we have some cables. What else we've got? We have some empty cables, like the empty not connected cables. Then we have this plastic bit of whatever it is. That's it. We can put the box aside. So this is a Okay, let's start with camera. This is a camera cable, and the camera cable should go technically connected to the USB interface of the Wi-Fi module. So that's underneath it here. The best way to slot it would be through there. And that goes at the bottom. So let me put it on the side, and hopefully you're gonna see some of it. So there is an interface here, and there is a USB slot. Let me just get the cables from here. And just slot that in. I've got just enough clearance to do it actually. Excellent. And then move the cable so it wouldn't obstruct and allow some slack. Okay, so we've got first our connection. Now we need this cable to connect our shield with wireless. So we know it uses the USB, and this is the only USB we have, I think. Just here. Yeah. And that goes at the back as well, so we're gonna just slot it through underneath it and here, and put it at the back because actually the connector is at the back. Right, you also have a connector, the Wi-Fi has a connector for this, but obviously we're not going to use it. I think you could use it on the Ethernet cable, which is interesting. Okay, so we've got that connected. Now we need to start connecting the servos. We have 2 servos for the cam, and we have 4 servos for the arm. So there are kind of numbers attached to it, so let's put that on the side and identify our servos. I'm gonna put the camera here. So I've seen there are numbers next to the servos, so let's have a look. Let's go to the servo. So A, B, C, D. So it goes from the bottom. A, B, C, and D. Yeah? Yeah, okay. And these goes to correct slots. So we're connecting to this very top. And we're using this wider socket, and we're going to use the 3rd one, 4th one, 5th one, 6th one, and EF it's something else. Okay, there are 2 of them, so I think one is for like a different shield. We have this one, so it's 3rd one, 4th one, and now. So this is number 1, servo number 1. And we're going to use this, and we're going to use the 3rd one. 1, 2, 3. Now brown cable goes which way? I think it goes out brown, because brown would be ground. VCC is red, so yeah, that goes like this. Now, B is the 2nd in line, so that goes here. There's a little bit more slack here, so I think they're gonna connect this one like last, and just for the convenience of it. It goes like this, and that goes like that. Then this one, wonder if I'm gonna have enough slack for all the servos, and I'll find out in a second probably. And the last one, this one looks short. I'll have to be oriented in the same way, because the ground is on the left hand side. Come on, get in. Super tight fit that. Okay, so let's check the range of the movements. Obviously in this direction is going to be no problem, but we're going to need an extension for this one. How about the rest? Anything else? Need your extension? second one needs extension too. Does third one need extension? Yeah, I think only. Oh, I've seen the light. the engine generated the light. So only this doesn't need extension. The rest of them is gonna need extension because this is the maximum kind of range. Yeah, so I need extension for these. Okay, do we have extension cables? Yes, we do. Those are the extension cables. So we came prepared. So we need to correct them correctly. So black goes for the ground. So that's number one. Are they the same length? Let's check it first, just to be on the sure side. These ones same, and this one it's the same. Okay, so it doesn't matter. Just brown connects with the black, just to be sure that I connect them in the correct way. And the last extension goes here. Black connecting to brown. Okay. Brilliant. Now let's double check this. All black cables connect to brown, black to brown, black to brown. So all correct. So we can now connect this one back again. We have all the cables we need. We're gonna manage the cables in a second. So black, we need to order. So this is our second connection. This is our third connection. Black needs to facing outwards. Yeah. And this is our fourth connection. Excellent. Now our super machine has a range. We can do all sort of motions. We're gonna cable manage it nicely so the robot could perform all the movements. Yeah, there is plenty of slack for every movement right now. This one got stuck. Yeah, there is plenty of slack for all the range of the movements. I just need to kind of manipulate, allow for slack everywhere, and I kind of use the zip ties or something to kind of manage this. Okay, that's great. So let's kind of put it on side and connect the camera. Hello camera, we have two servos there. And do they connect to the same operation or do they connect somewhere else? Let's have a look. And there's some more on camera. Instructions with full functions. Right. I don't know where to connect the Servo 7 and Servo 8. Okay, Servo 8 and 7, these are for the cameras. So basically we're gonna be connecting them to the board. And this board, doesn't look like anything. That's a second. So it connects here, I think. Is it? No. We need to find the connection with the correct board. It's not the board that I have. Are the labels somewhere in here? So you can either connect them here, here, or here. That's the only thing we can connect, really. The other things are taken. So you have two. I'm kind of inclined to risk it here. Or what if somewhere there, a little bit screwed? Let's you know what, I'm just gonna open the video. I've got a link to video, and I'm gonna see where it connects to, because I don't want to make a mess. These are robots. I don't want them to start being alive and hold a grudge. Okay, I'm just launching a video, and I'm just gonna quickly look when where the camera is connected. It looks like it connects to the last two of the side on this board. So let me just... So it connects to the last two on these, which would correspond to, well, I guess these, looking by the trace. Again, I'll check the manual as well. It's not something I want to risk. For obvious reason, there is a PDF I can open and see if the PDF is in the better. Wi-Fi with mechanical assemble document. Antennas, car wireless video transmission. Cradle assembly, that's not. Description, infrared, sketch, smart assembly. Trying to find right now the correct, that's the source code, BV control software, assembly smart car instructions. Okay, let's have a look if they are any better. So you see, this is exactly the same thing. I'm inclined to say this is the last two servos, servo 1 and servo 2, because on this picture, this is this, kind of the same board. I'm just gonna see if this board is similar to the arm. Yeah, I think they're going to go here because all the servos are going here. So let's go and do this. Otherwise, if it doesn't work, I'm gonna cry. They're gonna connect here, and which one is which? Sorry, servo 1 is at the bottom. And it goes on the one position, so all the way around. So that goes there. Brown in the correct orientation. Brown in the correct orientation. What time? I've still got some time. If I need to go and collect my wife, otherwise she'll be very upset. Come on, get in. I look like I've got time. No. Excellent, so we've got this connected. So now we have to hook up the engine, I guess. Let's find the part when it says how to hook up the engine. Now these cables, they're very flimsy, to be honest. I have some spare cables, so I'm really tempted to resolder it. But let's look how the engines are being connected. What does it tell you? So additional sensors, that's programming. Okay, well, I guess we skip the engines. Oh, there's an additional interface maybe. Servo here. That's not really what you get, that's the problem. So the battery is connected directly to the plug, to the Arduino. So if we're gonna use the battery, it uses this cable to connect here, which is to this shield, and then connects to the battery at the bottom. Do I have a clearance for that one? Just this and this. Now I have two cables, neither of them will reach, so only one cable will be connecting, which is this one. So we're just gonna slot it in. Now I should not be connecting it to the battery yet, which I'm not going to. There is another one which is available, I guess. I really hope I don't have to power anything else, not according to instructions here. So I've got servos, I need engines to be powered now. I need to find in instructions there is something in here, but that was on wheels. But let's see if we can figure out, because there are 2 engines instead of 4. Mainboard, camera. Doesn't really tell you where to connect the engine, so we need to figure it out. Now, something tells me it's gonna be those two green sockets here. Yeah, they're M2 plus, M minus, and the other one is, it doesn't tell you. So we have 4 cables anyway, so I'd expect 1 goes per each. So let's thread the cable. And it goes up like this, and this way. And this is where the cables go. And before I'm gonna make a boo-boo, I'm just gonna confirm that this is the case on the video, so I wouldn't lie to you guys, because the last thing I want to do is just lie to you. I'm just checking the video. I've got bit with the camera. Yeah, I'm correct, they're going to these ports. So yeah, see, I know something about electronics. I know how to recognize the name on the instruction and find the same name on the board. I'm that brilliant. Like I said, these cables gonna be changed. I've got a nice 4-way cable. See this? I'm gonna change it because it's really nice to use. It's thicker and better to manage, and it's a 4 cable in a line together, so it's gonna be really brilliant for this. But for the sake of it, I'm just gonna run these. So we need to separate. You know what? I'm really tempted to do it straight away, because otherwise it's just gonna be a mess. I have my, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I have my soldering kit here for the job. So I'm gonna do a quick soldering job. It's USB solder and it's pretty cool actually. It works really quick. I have a built-in power hub in my desk. That will heat up within a few seconds, and I need a custom length cable, which I'm gonna cut now. If you do something, do it properly, otherwise, you know, it sucks. Let me just open the stream as well, so I could know what you're looking at. Don't move anymore. Oh, it's hot already. So we need to speed up things. Come on. I can smell it. So how much cable do we need? I guess we need a little bit longer than this, so about this length. Where are my pliers? these aren't the sharpest tools, I'm afraid. For cutting. Do I have anything else I can cut it with? I have, I know what I have. These. These are much better. I didn't think about these. Ah, excellent. So now I'm gonna split them in half. And the distance between them is about that much. And split them in half again and then connect them. And then I'm gonna end up with a really neat and decent wire. Distance between that's enough. So just about this. And then I can recognize the cables easier as well, because instead of having blue cables from two engines, I'm gonna have all colors. Sadly, I don't have a cable splitter, which means I have to refer to a sharp tool to strip it. Only strip a tiny little bit. Try not to break the metal wires, because what happens if you ignore it, especially if you have like a sensitive connections, you're gonna change the resistance of the cable, and sometimes it can create a voltage divider. And obviously, if you can't control your current and voltage, a lot of bad things can happen. So whenever you're stripping the cables, make sure you strip it nicely, because if you've got any broken cable, it can lead to a lot of problems. So always take your time, don't rush it, enjoy the process. I know everyone would like to run the robot already, I like to run the robot already, but just enjoy the process. Now I think we just want to disconnect this, because it's going to still take me a moment to strip everything. Yeah, but the build is nearly completed. I'm really excited about it. Probably I won't be able to finish this because I need to run in about a few minutes, which is pants, because I want to work on this. But I'll come back to it later and do some offline, and then I'll just show you final results and when I'm playing with it. And I guess that's going to be more interesting for you to watch. So with this I only need a little bit of clearance. Just going to help myself. Off the camera I have a cutting board in here, so I can split the cables a bit easier. And split these, and I'll be able to solder it to the engines which are located just here. The two engines, and that way I'm gonna end up with a really nice cable instead. Yay! So what do you think about robots, guys? What do you think about my robot? Do you think I can launch it? One of the exciting things is I really want to kind of just drive it around and pick up stuff and deliver from A to B, and maybe write a script that would recognize a pattern using the camera and try to pick up the specific item, like a QR code or something. That would be awesome. I don't know if I'm capable of it. Don't know if there are any libraries already done for it, but I really hope I can do it. And maybe my next live stream is gonna be done via this robot, who knows. I recently read an article that you can actually make a live stream from Raspberry Pi. So that sounds interesting, because I've got a few of those. I don't have a Raspberry Pi cam yet, but I'm thinking about it. Just to enable for a few more projects. There's always a lot of small things on my mind. Okay. So that's nice and neat, and I'll connect it from this end already. Come on, so you could see it, how this thing is heavy. So those are going here, basically. Let me just kind of orient it. There's a nice green thingies that you connect, so you've got two pairs, you're gonna hook them up, thread them through there, and then solder it. So going red and blue. Blue is going to be a minus terminal, which is in this one. I need to change the end. I'll just quickly connect it because I have to run in a moment, and that's not really a comfortable thing. I want to play more, guys. I want to stay and play. This is what adult life is. You have responsibilities. You can't just play with your toys all day. You have to do stuff. I wish I was a kid with these possibilities. That'll be awesome. I mean, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a kid, and then I'm gonna pretend that they want to play. We all know that this is the exact reason why people getting kids, because they can buy toys for themselves. I need to split it a little bit more because I can't grab it properly. It's a race against the time, guys. And you have to slot them both at the same time if you want to keep the cable neat, and then just clip it. Right, that's in place, and I can thread the cable in, and then I can do some soldering. On the side, robot, don't cry. You're only gonna hurt a little bit. So I don't need these blue cables, and one goes here, one goes here, and then I can secure it with a zip tie. That's fine. I can make it really tight, really. No, but I want to have some slack just in case I'm gonna change the orientation. So, right guys, for now, I'm just gonna stop it here because I do really need to go. I have 10 minutes, and that's a 10 minutes drive there. So I don't want to rush, I don't want to speed anything, so don't speed, guys. And yeah, I'll write more. So definitely have a look at the kumantech.com. You'll see all the robots and different robots. They have even better toys. You know, I'll start with this one because I'm new. And once I know what I'm doing, I'm going to take a look at some other stuff. So thanks for them for helping me out with the robots. And yeah, I'm gonna see you probably very soon with some more updates about robots. And don't worry, the Tasker videos and the Raspberry Pi videos not going to go anywhere. So yeah guys, see you soon. I have to go. Bye!